Strain, look at this. David Pearson drop kicking at 160, 70, up to 180 miles per hour, riding Baker's automobile down the back straightaway.
That is the ultimate drop.
Field moving down into turn 3, and there are the two. That's Neil Bonnett on the left, Richard Petty on the right, ready to go at it for the finish line here. They're coming down into turn number 4. Richard Petty is making his move. He's up on the outside. Coming down for the finish this time. Smoldering the tires. Petty coming to the line. He couldn't get through. Bonnett holds him off. Checkered flag is out. Neil Bonnett wins his first super speedway race ever.
And what a win on one of the most difficult tracks to beat. The master tactician Richard Petty like that was just incredible. And to cap it all, Cale Yarwood nearly took second spot away from Petty.
In replay, there's Bonnett across the line. Richard Petty finishing in second. That's how close they were. A car length and a half apart at the end of 500 miles.
All right, they peel down that backstretch.
Yeah, there they come into the traffic. This could be absolutely incredible here.
Neil Bonnett, though, is doing a good job of coming through the traffic. And right behind him is Benny Parsons down low. And there's a car that moves in between Bonnett and Parsons, and that's a great break for Bonnett and a bad break for Benny.
Yep, Benny's now tucking down, but he is running out of time, no question about it.
And Earnhardt, who is the third-place car, is going to be lapped now as Bonnett gets the checker. Neil Bonnett wins the Firecracker 400. Benny Parsons is in second place, and Dale Earnhardt will finish third in a blazing finish here. Everybody predicted it would be exciting, and it certainly is.
Oh, unbelievable. I thought that the traffic might help Neil Bonnett, and it did work out exactly that way. This man right in the center of the screen slowing down now. Neil Bonnett, the driver of the Wood Brothers car, a brilliant, brilliant race.
Baker's now going to pass Cale Yarwood. He does as they go into turn 3. Buddy Baker is getting into second position, but right now, unless something very strange happens, Neil Bonnett's going to win this motor race.
Well, he's been all over this racetrack today with a lap down. He came back. Look at him way down on the inside. He's got his hand on the fans. A huge crowd. Bonnet waves and he wins it for the number 21 team. Baker is second, and Yarborough is third. Earnhardt gets fourth. What a race, Jack.
Well, certainly a spectacular race, an unconventional race, and the man that we're looking at right now is even more unconventional than he was today in his driving habits.
And so Neil Bonnett, who fell a lap down early in the race after making 2 unscheduled pit stops, had to pass everyone twice to win the Pocono 500.
Bonnett holds on to the lead. Bonnett moving down out of the draft to try and pull their draft, which he's... Earnhardt comes to the inside. It's knuckle to knuckle into turn number 3. Earnhardt in front, Bonnett coming back. Here comes Parsons from the inside. The last lap of the 12th annual Talladega 500. What a classic. $249,000 at stake. Here they come to the line. Neil Bonnett, the Alabama gang, is in front. Oh, no. Earnhardt pressing. He hits Cale Yarborough. They picked it up to the line. It will be Neil Bonnett. The Alabama gang pulls it off. The crowd ecstatic as the local boy has done it. Neil Bonnett has won for the Wood Brothers the race they haven't won. Neil Bonnett of Hueytown, Alabama, the protege of the great Bobby Allison, has won here before a home state crowd.
Side by side going into turn 3. If you're really racing, he's not going to do it. I don't think he's going to do it.
Well, he's gotten some pretty good blocking action by Neil Bonnett as Bonnett closes him down as they come around turn 4. Everybody is standing in the home straightaway in the stands, cheering there, and the checkered flag goes for Bonnett. And Waltrip right behind. Then here comes Marcus, and in the number 4 spot, Terry Labonte. So there's the winner, his first ever at Darlington, and he must have a very big grin on his face right now. To win here at Darlington really is a great feather in any race driver's cap.
End of the speedway. Waltrip did it a lap ago. He's got one more shot. They lap by John Anderson, a blur at the bottom of your screen at 160 miles an hour. Here comes Yarborough. Yarborough, bottom of the racetrack. He's got Waltrip, and that will let Bonnett slip away. It'll be Bonnett out of turn 4 all the way to the checkered flag. Waltrip is second by inches over Cale Yarborough. And the Ford of the Wood brothers of Patrick County, Virginia, comes to victory lane, and standing in the Wood brothers pit, race Grand Marshal Edsel Ford II, and what a happy man he must be, as the Wood brothers have solved the engine problems that plagued them early in the season and allowed them to finish only 7 races. It is Neil Bonnett from Hueytown, Alabama, that will drive to victory lane.
There, tucks in behind Neil Bonnett. 3 and 4 will decide the issue. $450,000 on the line. Elliott looks to the inside, slips up on the outside. He'll try the long way around. They're off turn 4. They're coming to the checkered flag, and Neil Bonnett will win the World 600. Wow, Dick, he held on. That's all you can say. He held the kid on.
Yeah, what a finish. I'll tell you, you go down 600 miles and you see a car a couple feet apart. That's racing, man.
They battled all afternoon long, 4.5 hours to come down to an interval of 2 car lengths at the finish. Bonnett wins it over Bill Elliott. Allison third, 1 lap down. We'll be back to talk to the winner in just a moment.
Cover retainer washer was what broke what another man heard. You'd think those mechanics would be deaf after all those years to hear something as minute as that, Bill.
When it's something that important, kid, you can always reach back for a little extra hearing or anything.
Here comes Neil Bonnett down. Richard Petty is closed up some as we get down to the finish. It will be a checkered flag 2 years in a row. Neil Bonnett pulls it off and wins the near $500,000 World 600 on the 1.5 mile Charlotte Motor Speedway. There you see his crew. There is tuckered out as the driver must be. As the car is coming in headed for victory lane, Charlie Harville will be there with Neil Bonnett to find out how one feels after 600 torturous miles on this high bank, high speed super speedway at Charlotte, North Carolina.
As they go down the back straightaway, Neil Bonnett in front, Buddy Baker in second. Checkers a third of a lap away on this 1.5 mile track. Surprising circumstance just at the finish of the Atlanta Journal 500, and after it looked like it would be Yarborough's and then it would be Allison's, give it to Neil Bonnett in 75, the winner. Buddy Baker's coming home second. Bobby Allison holding on. He's coming to the line very slowly, but he's across in third place. There is Bobby Allison just crossing the stripe in the third position. Fourth will go to Terry Labonte unofficially. Fifth to Richard Petty. Morgan Shepherd maybe into 6th, and Bill Elliott in 7th. We'll wait on that final pit stop on Bill Elliott.
Gant's the leader. He is 1 lap away from going to victory lane. Neil Bonnett is on his bumper. Terry Labonte and Lake Speed are right there.
Harry hung right on the bottom of the racetrack through turns 1 and 2. Neil Bonnett got a little bit high.
Back straightaway, and it looks like Gant all the way. He's got the advantage.
He really does. He gets up a little bit too high in turn 3.
Here comes Bonnett. Gant comes down to the bottom, and they touch. Gant gets a little out of shape. He's on the outside, but here comes Bonnett. It is too close to call.
I have no idea.
Too close to call. Bonnett's momentum carried him ahead of Gant into turn 1.
Also, into turn number 3, Neil Bonnett still has the lead, but Darrell Waltrip is going to make one final bid to the inside. Now he looks low to the inside. Coming off the corner, he's not going to be able to do it. Neil Bonnett wins. Waltrip second spot. In third place, it is Ricky Rudd, and fourth, Bobby Allison, although they cross almost side by side, and we may have to check the official scoring to determine who finished third.
I think that may have been Allison who got third, Bob, because they were very close too, as you said.
Beautiful race for Bonnett today, and what a surprise. A good surprise for Neil Bonnett. Here he is for Tim Brewer and company, who had a disappointing season. great way to come back. Neil Bonnett wins his 16th Winston Cup race by 2.5 seconds over the Ford Thunderbird. Ricky Rudd, Darrell Waltrip will complete today in third. Harry Gant is in fourth, and Buddy Baker is in fifth. It's been a race of surprises, but aren't they all?
Neil Bonnett can hold on this last lap. Now, he is some gritty guy.
And I can assure you the first person that's going to hug his neck is Dale Earnhardt, because they are partners.
Here they come down to the line. The finish it this afternoon. The checkers are out. And Alabama's Neil Bonnett, fourth a week ago at Daytona, comes back and wins here today. Ricky Rudd has to settle for second. And Richard Petty returns from one of the worst wrecks of his career just 7 days ago to a brilliant third-place finish on as chilly and cold and as exciting a day as we've ever had for racing in Richmond, Virginia.
Speed is dropping back just a little bit, apparently convinced now that he just doesn't have it to pass Neil, and he's going to settle for a second-place finish.
Or maybe if he had a gas, maybe he's low on gas. I don't know.
I think he's going to finish. Here they come off of corner number 4. Neil Bonnett from Hueytown, Alabama, wins the Goodwrench 500. Second is Lake Speed. And here comes third. Sterling Marlin pulled away from Alan Kowicki in the closing laps to finish third. Kowicki was fourth. And finishing in the 5th position is going to be Dale Earnhardt. Neil Bonnett is on a roll. There is no question about that. The second consecutive Winston Cup victory and the third consecutive NASCAR victory for Neil Bonnett.